they're doing wonderful.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So it's still working?
They go in there and sit in there on the scale when we're not even having to weigh them.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I mean, it's so cute.
It was the first time I'd ever really done anything with them.
They immediately.
But each one of them could learn if we work them, we've got to work them either as a group or, I mean, they are a group.
Yeah, you just have to let me know what you want the dynamic to be.
And then because one of the things that I've always done also is used a clicker.
Okay.
Right now, I think they say if you clang the bowls together, they know it's meal time. Well, that's like a clicker.
Yeah.
And I've used the clicker training differently for cheetahs than you do for a dog.
Okay.
I've used it for come to me instead of you did the right behavior, click yes.
Okay.
But I think you can do it in multiple ways.
Okay. Would you be okay with using like a word instead of sound of the click?
Like yes.
Or yeah, but whatever you want. Just so then you have your hands free. Like feed or position them and stuff like that. I just always leave the clicker.
Yeah. The clickers though, what we found, like we've done it with kind of wildish cats too, if you want to exercise, and this is in the old days, is we teach them that one would go one end of the other end. And you get them to run to get their food. Run back.
Yeah, maybe because it's not associated with it.
Yeah. So those are just things to think of. I'd love you to think more about that. As far as I think doing things like blood taking and stuff like that, if they're comfortable with us, we should be able to learn to teach them that. Okay. And I think even stars could. We've just not. Anne was doing a little bit with the tail. That's fine. And what we couldn't do is find the babe. That was the biggest problem. And we've not tried leg babes. I used to take blood out of Chewbacca all the time.
Watch your camera screen.
Oh yeah, that's
Boy.
That's a target.
Again, their veins are so tiny.
Yeah.
What they need to learn is security, that they'll lay down. Again, with this right now, I mean, there's no reason why we probably, if somebody gave them food at that end, I bet we could pull blood at this end. And then they learn that this is something that's okay with food.
Right. Yeah, especially just, if they learn you can shave them and then just kind of fake take blood.
The sounds and noises scare them.
Yeah.
And that's why the more they're around sounds and noises. When I used to train and travel with animals, I mean, they always were with me 24 hours a day. And I took them everywhere. And so they grew up knowing about every sound there was. And when the stars were this age, we were taking them up already into the education center.
Yeah.
And we'd take them as a group, but then now that would mean 4 people.
Right.
If they start walking, you could potentially get 2 people to take 2 cats. The Kajay is going to be a problem.
Would you ever maybe want to split them just into 2 groups of 2?
I don't know if we have good places where we could split them. But if we could, if we could start getting them away and being a little bit more independent, it would be very good.
I think that's a great idea, yeah.
And we need to figure out who and how. And, potentially with Anais and Rosie up there, maybe they could take Kajay and Peter. Yeah. Kind of the 2 boys and the 2 girls. But Kajay has the most problems.
Would you maybe want to work with him then, since you had the most experience? He'd probably be the best for knowing how to deal with it.